Hey guys, welcome back. Orbomb here, bringing you a TCG update video. Quote-unquote competitive analysis of one video at the end, one card at the end. We got some pretty exciting new cards I really wanted to cover. I am extremely hyped for the supporter that I'm going to talk about later. I'm going to talk about why. But first, let's go over this. If you guys go, we shout outs to PokeBeach for being an amazing website with all the news and whatnot, as you can see. Great place to keep yourself updated and know like what's coming out and all that stuff. But we're gonna go over some of these cards that got released. I think these are all promo cards, so they're probably coming out in SM2 or for us as promos. SM2 plus, not our SM2, which means our SM3, because usually apparently the +1 sets are going to be in the following set for us. So you'll see what I mean later. But we got this Pikachu here. Really cute card. It's got Lunala and Solgaleo in the background. It's 60 HP. It's nothing crazy. The art's really cool. I've always been a fan of the round head Pikachus. It has Thunderbolt for 100 damage. Discard all your energies. 60 HP. You know, all the shenanigans, which is cool. Next up, we have the Solgaleo card. I really like the Solgaleo card. I don't think it's a phenomenal card by any merit. It's got 160 HP. Hits for 130 with Rising Dash. Attack isn't affected by resistance. And full metal body. If it has a metal energy attached to it, it has no weakness. 3 retreat cost. I mean, it's okay. If you want to 2-hit KO, if you want to wait a 2-hit KO your opponent's Volcanion in a Solgaleo deck and not worry about being knocked out, except you're still going to be knocked out because a single steam up's all it takes. So never mind, forget about that. And it's not a great card. Next we have Lunala. You guys know how much I love me some Lunala. The artwork is really dope. I can't wait to get this card. Once again, 160 HP, weak to dark, which always sucks. I hate that Lunala's weak to dark. Has the ability Shadow Shield. So it's the same abilities as in-game. If this Pokemon has a psychic energy attached to it, it takes 20 less damage from attack. So it's like Raikou. But it has Full Moon Ray, 80 damage attack, does 20 more damage for each energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. Not a great attack. I mean, I guess against an Yveltal, but Yveltal doesn't resist you, so 20, 40, 60. You're hitting for what, 140 if they have 3 energies attached? It's not great, but it's a cool Pokemon. I like the art. I always like promos. I'm a collector, so there's that. And we also have Serena GX. Didn't really see this coming, but I don't really know why. I should have seen this coming. I mean, it's kind of obvious that all these new Pokemon are pretty much all getting GX, especially these fan favorites like Serena, Komodo, and Vikavolt and stuff like that. It has 230 HP, 3 attacks, weak to fire, 2 retreat costs, no resistance. Pretty okay. Its HP is pretty good for a grass type. Has the attack Glare. For grass energy, switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon with their active Pokemon. That new Pokemon is now confused. This is a great way to take out a Pokemon for stalling. It's like a Lysander, but without the, without being a Lysander. I guess it's not an ability, it's an attack, so it's kind of bad, but it's alright. Rolling Sabbat, 90 damage. If your opponent's active Pokemon is confused, this attack does 90 more damage. So 2-turn setup, but you can do 180 damage for grass and a DCE, which is not actually horrible at all, but it's a 2-turn setup kind of thing. Not to mention if your opponent retreats, then confusion is gone. So his GX attack is really cool though. Queen Command GX, your opponent discards 4 cards from their hand. 4 cards? I mean, it's interesting, right? Like, it's not an attack that does damage. And I'm not really a big proprietor, or whatever it's called, of discarding cards from your opponent's hand, because I feel like nowadays it's so easy to top deck out of situations, because you have, of course, your VS Seekers, your Sycamores, your Ultra Balls. Well, Ultra Ball won't really help you if they have an empty hand. And it's all about timing it, right? Like, your opponent has to have 4 cards in their hand or less so that you can empty their hand. And it really only works early game, or if you can, or really, really late game when your opponent has no more VS Seekers or anything like that. But what can I say? Like, people thought Dark Call GX wasn't going to be that great, and Dark Call and Umbreon is pretty good if you can time it right. It's all about timing though, right? So it's a cool GX attack, but this is my favorite card to be released today. Acerola. First of all, Acerola is one of my favorite characters. I think she's just adorable. I love her character in the game. We have, obviously, these are all in SM2 plus, which is going to be in our SM3 if everything goes the way it's supposed to be, or as a promo, which I don't think they've ever given us a promo as a full art before. So But its ability is awesome. Choose one of your Pokemon with damage counters on it. Return that Pokemon and all cards attached to it to your hand. Anybody remember AZ, how awesome that card was? Or Super Scoop Up, how amazing that card was? In some decks, and pretty much a one of in every deck. Well, Acerola is here. And I'm excited for Acerola because it just supports all of our Tapus except for, I guess, Tapu Fini so nicely. Tapu Koko, if you guys know, its ability is Bustin', so whenever you put it down, you can move all electric energies from wherever you want in the field to that Pokemon and then make it active. Well, if that thing gets damaged, you just play Acerola. And this is assuming you have like two or three Tapu Kokos, right? So like you just pick up Acerola, or you use Acerola. No, hold on. You put down a new Tapu Koko, and then you move all the electric energy from your damaged Tapu Koko to the new Tapu Koko, and then you make the new Tapu Koko active, and then you Acerola the damaged Tapu Koko back into your hand, and you just cycle between that non-stop. You combine that with things like that new stadium, Aether Paradise, I think, reduces your damage. You have Fighting Fury Belt, Weakness Policy if they're fighting like a fighting type deck, I guess. And then you just spam that over and over and over again until you win the game. And then the same thing kind of goes for Tapu Bulu, right? Because Tapu Bulu's attack is you have the option to get rid of all your energy, right? Or you can just put the energy back into your hand too. But you can fully heal yourself. You have Acerola, put them back into your hand, and then you can just set up another Tapu Bulu. Or you can use a Lurantis to set up another Tapu Bulu again. So like, I think that's really cool. I mean, obviously, if you have a damaged Tapu Lele, you put it back into your hand and then use its ability to get another supporter. I like it. I'm a huge fan of this Acerola card. Not to mention, Toad likes this card more than AZ. Obviously, AZ has its purposes, right? Like, sometimes you just want to pick up Shamans and you're never really letting your Shamans be damaged. So an expanded AZ could be better, depending on the deck. But, like, Toad is a big one. I know I heard this somewhere. I don't remember where I heard this from. But I know Toad is pretty big. If you don't want to lose the special energies or your supporters, or not your supporters, your tools attached to Toad, you just play this. In Standard, I think it's going to be kind of interesting. Obviously, it's not the kind of card you want to play in. I mean, it's a card you want to play a one of in all your decks, right? Because it essentially turns off your, like, whatever. I'm too excited. It essentially gives you a way to deny a prize from your opponent, which I think is awesome. So even if you're playing like the Solgaleo deck, you've already used Rare Candy. But I mean, obviously your Pokemon's going to get knocked out. So just play the Acerola instead of, you know, giving your opponent prizes just to keep it on the field. I mean, it's cool. It's a really cool card. I'm really excited for it. Let me know what kind of strategies you can think of in the comments down below. It's cool. It's just a cool card. It's really good in Decidueye. It's kind of broken in Decidueye because if your Decidueye gets damaged, you can just put it from your hand back into the field. So another thing that the Decidueye Plume's gonna like is Acerola. If they don't knock out the Plume, you can kind of use it like an AZ. I don't know, there's a bunch of cool things that go with it, so I'm pretty hyped about it. But yeah, those are the cards, guys. Let me know what you guys think about the cards down in the comments below. Drop a like if you have not already. Subscribe, share, all that good jazz. Remember, like goal 25. If we hit it, give out codes. All that shenanigans. And the artwork is so cool. Look at her. It's purple. You guys know that purple is one of my favorite colors. It's so cool. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.